What's up, y'all? What is up? Welcome to the 5-minute review. My name is EJ. What is up? It's your girl EJ. It's up. It's your girl EJ. When he was like, "Baby, please," I was like, "Yes, Dwayne." Oh my God, that was such a good time.
Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same. Yeah. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my. All good all day, but the night we be going so hard on the flip side. So tell me what we on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe? I'd rather be on that way. Tryna control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane either way, baby, we could go all night. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead, but we could go all night. Now all of my calls go to voicemail. I block you so I don't raise hell. Should've talked through it in detail. I separate ways.
What's up, y'all? What is up? It's your girl EJ, y'all. I am back with a power live discussion, y'all. So if you're watching this on the replay, guys, make sure to go ahead and type in #replay and let me know what you thought about this episode. To everybody who showed up live, thank you so much. Definitely appreciate you. I'm going to go ahead and bring up my girl Tamika's Den. We have a few more people probably going to stop by later. We'll bring them in as they come through. Let's go ahead and get Tamika in.
Hey, hello.
Whew. I mean, this episode was a lot. I mean,
Yes.
I feel like it was well worth the wait for sure. Let me go ahead and say what's up to everybody in the chat. What's up, Samara? Thank you for coming through. Monica, thank you for coming through. DeMarcus, as always, thank you, brother, for coming through. We got, who else? Queenie, or just Queen. I think, yeah, that's Queen. Y'all know I don't have these glasses on, so sometimes. And then Michelle, thank you guys for coming through. So let's go ahead and start out with first, just what was you feeling about this episode? Like, what was your temperature? Was you like, was it up there for you, or?
I liked it. I gave it a 9. I enjoyed it. Listen, it was worth the wait for me because I was dodging and weaving, okay, like Neo in the Matrix, avoiding the spoilers. Mm-hmm. So I got to really just enjoy it and take it in for what it was. And I was like, all right, y'all, I see what y'all doing. Definitely was here for it.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Candy? Hey, girl. Listen, I felt the same exact way. I was trying to avoid everything at all costs because I really wanted to not have any spoilers for these last 2 episodes, you know. So I wasn't looking at you like I was just trying to avoid everything at all costs. So, but here we are. So let's go ahead and start out with the petty debate. This petty debate was only inspired because I actually was looking at an interview today with Woody McClain, and ain't that his last name? Woody McClain? I think it's the last name.
Yeah.
And I can't think of Drew's real name. But anyway, I was looking at an interview with them, and they were on the Breakfast Club, and they were like, who would you like to see Tariq end up with, basically? So I was like, okay, let's ask that today. Who would you rather see Tariq end up with today, Diana or Lauren? We're not going to put Effie in there because we know that just ain't going to happen at this point. But Diana or Lauren, would you feel like which one would be a better match for him?
I don't even think either one of them, to be honest, but I guess if I have to go with one, maybe Diana.
Yeah, that's what they actually both said. They said for themselves, they would choose Diana, not as their characters, because, you know, the brothers wouldn't choose it, but as just them, a regular person looking at television, this show, that's who they would choose. They felt like they had the better, I guess they would be a better match with each other. So that's what's up. So I was like, okay, I see see you. I see you. EJ the TV junkie, congratulations on your son's graduation. I was trying to get your comment up there. I can't see it, but thank you so much. Yes, he graduated, y'all. I'm so excited and proud of him.
Yeah, congratulations. I didn't even realize you had a son that old that was in high school already.
Yes, yes, I do. Girl, my daughter has actually graduated college last year, so I both of my kids
Wow.
are done.
Okay.
Woo. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself now, y'all. Watch more
I
TV,
know
I
that's
guess.
right. That's how I felt when my son went to college. I was like, now what?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, y'all. Let's see. Thank you, Samara. I appreciate it. Okay, y'all. So let's go ahead and just jump into the episode. So the first thing, hold on, we got Detroit coming up. Let me go ahead and bring him
Hmm.
in.
Good
What up, Detroit?
evening. Good evening, everybody.
Hey,
Good
what's up,
evening.
Detroit?
I'm not late, right?
No, we
We
just got
just
started.
started.
Oh
Hmm.
man, thank you. Cause I was thinking, like you said, 6:15. I'm thinking it must be 7:15 my time.
Mm-mm. I always messed up with that, and then I try to put CST at the end of it because I keep forgetting that all of y'all times are different
Hmm.
than me.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
how I was last week with Queen Charlotte. I said I would have been the only one waiting up here.
I said I gotta show up for my big sis, man. You know what I mean? I gotta show up.
Aw, thank you. I
Hey,
appreciate you. I really, really do. You know I do.
for sure. Hi,
All right, y'all.
Tamika.
Hey, what's up?
So I just did the petty debate.
Okay.
I based the petty debate off of something that I saw in the Breakfast Club with the real actors, who they would pick for Diana. Who they would pick for Tyreek, and it was between Diana and Lauren. Who would you pick, Detroit?
Oh man, this is gonna be no spoilers at all, but I'm going to go with man, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to go with let me just pick Lauren. I was gonna say it like that.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, they actually said that they would pick Diana for their, as themselves, not as their characters, but
Hmm.
as themselves. So I thought that was
Oh, okay.
interesting. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into the episode. So the first thing I want to start out with is the fight, y'all. I didn't really do slides or anything like that. I just really wanted to have a conversation. Today I do have some clips, but I didn't do a bunch of slides and all that stuff. Y'all know I just got my computer back, so
Hmm.
I'm glad you
didn't
got
have a
that
whole
back.
lot of. Yes, thank goodness. So
And
the first
please
thing I want to
don't.
talk about
Can
is
I say
go ahead.
this right quick? Please
Yeah, go ahead.
don't clip up my girl EJ, man. She just showing some clips. Don't do that. Let the black content creators let them cook, man. Please. It's just a little clips.
Okay,
Yeah, because you
we
know how they do.
Exactly.
okay. I've been trying to make sure I cut them things up. The fight, y'all, the fight. So there was a fight at the very beginning of the episode between Tariq and Kane, and I think we all already knew that Rick didn't really have no hands, but he really all I could think about y'all was when when he went in on Brayden in that episode. I don't remember what episode it
Hmm.
was. All I could think about was that, and I'm like, dude, you just swung and missed, and then you just got, like the little brother who just gets thrown around. Oh
hmm
my god,
Hmm.
that was crazy. What would you think about the fight, Tamika?
Yeah, I definitely was like, come on, Tariq, you got to learn how to fight. Like, Brillo, I need you to teach your grandson how to squabble. I said, you getting your behind kicked. That fight was so funny to me. He tried.
Yes, he did. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Candy. Appreciate you. Definitely. No spoilers, please, guys. My girl is in the building. So let me go ahead and bring Cass up. Cassandra. Uh-oh, she got this red on. I see her.
I'm still trying to get used to it.
I love it. I love it. I
Hey
love it. You look
y'all.
good.
Hey.
Hey,
What's
it's
up?
kind of the
All right.
delay. So if I don't hear, if I kind of delay just a little bit.
Who me?
No, not you. Just like this StreamYard, man. They always messing up. I see, but I hear you.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha. I'll try to pause in between mine because I don't know. I was just telling Tamika that earlier that I felt like I was on a delay for some reason.
Hmm.
So I'll pause when I finish, and then that way, you know, we can respond.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, Okay, so let's move on to. Oh, okay. We were talking about the fight actually before you came up, Cassandra. So, what did you the fight between Kane and Tariq? What did you think about that fight, girl?
I'm so happy Tariq got to say what everybody's been saying. You want to be me? You want to be me? But I'm mad. He got beat up.
Yeah, I was definitely happy that he said that though, because it
Me
needed to
too.
be
Yeah.
said.
Because you obsessed. Yeah, it was a good part. I love that part. I like the camera. Like I liked everything about it. The way they set it up, the way they had the two cameras coming in, like showing what they were doing here and what they were
Yeah.
doing, and then how they kind of met up. It was just a really great scene. Detroit, go ahead and tell me what you thought about
Hmm.
it.
You want me to go?
Yes.
Oh, okay. The fight to me, we all know that Tariq wasn't going. You know what I mean? Like Kane, 24 years old, he looked like he 35 years old. Tariq is a kid, to be honest with you. But I try to tell you about 2-3 weeks ago, Egypt, that this man was obsessed with a kid. It don't have nothing to do with him not getting no hug. It's starting to get ridiculous. I hope in season 4. I hope they really try to fix this because this is getting to be sad, man. Ken, you going out bad. You only slept with Effie because you really jealous of this guy, one guy.
Yep.
Sad, but it's the truth.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely is jealous, but I still stand by why he's jealous, Detroit. It's the same thing. I'm telling you, that's the reason why he's jealous. It all feeds off of that one thing. And then he just done ran with it at this point. But it all started from that very moment his mama made Tariq a priority. That's where it
Hmm.
starts.
Yep.
Okay, so let's move to the next one of the next scenes I want to talk about, y'all. Is the A-Team finds out that Sax is alive. So y'all all know that Jenny and whoever's left, so Sax
Dead.
is gone, Blanca. Those are the A-Team. They find out that he's alive. Kind of talk about what you thought about that moment and how you felt Jenny reacted. Let me know what y'all thought
You
about
mean
that. We'll
dead?
start with you, Detroit.
You
I'm
mean
sorry.
found out he dead? They found out sex was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he dead, but he really ain't dead. You know, I know we you'll get to that later, but Blanca, she didn't really care. She don't never like the dude. I mean, Jenny, she crying. I don't even think them tears is real, but hey, it's her fault.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying
Hmm.
that because I have been saying that this is all her fault. Even though she tried to blame Davis, girl, this is your fault. Like real talk. What'd you think about it, Cassandra?
Yeah, I knew that she was gonna have a little breakdown. That was her main little thing or whatever. But that blood is on her hands. She set him up. She set him up with all of this, knowing that they cutthroat. They don't play that. So she knew it was coming.
Exactly. What about you, Tamika?
Yes, y'all already know. I told Jenny I didn't want to see her or her crocodile tears when Sax was gone, because you literally told him, you wasn't giving him protection. You knew what time it was. I'm like, I don't want to see her pouring out no liquor. I don't want to see her giving no tears. But yeah. So I was like, can we please fast forward this, fake mess right here? And Cassandra,
Girl,
yeah, Suburbia said you giving him, Holly Berry, Little Mermaid vibes.
I'll take it. I can't never see the comments. I'll take it. Thank you, girl. Thank you for telling me.
Rest in peace. When I don't really care, but sex, you was good for 9 years on Power. You will be missed, not by me though, but I'm pretty sure other people.
Okay, by
Can I
somebody,
say
not
this?
by
Can
me
I say
either.
this? Can I
Go
say this
ahead.
one thing, EJ? I'm telling you right now, episode 10, your panel is gonna be. I think you're gonna break a record. I think you're gonna do a 2 hour live for
It's
next
gonna be
episode. I mean,
Yeah, the next live that I do is actually going to be the one we talked about is going to be the big one. So it actually is going to
okay.
be much longer cuz we got so much stuff to talk about, but we got like a whole show kind kind of coming together. Y'all know I was a little out for a week, but I'm working hard now to get it back together. But we gonna put it together, and yes, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be great. I still haven't seen it, so we gonna see
Right. I know.
how
I'm
it
just telling you
goes. So
right now. It's a lot to unpack, and you're gonna be disappointed, and it's gonna be some disappointments, and it's gonna be some. You know what? I like what happened. That's all I'm
we
gonna
gonna see.
say.
We gonna
I'm
see.
here for that.
Me too. I'm ready to
Listen.
see
That's
it.
what's up. All right, let's see. Let's go to the next scene. So we all did everybody talk about the A-Team? Because I'm pretty sure we all feel the same way about the A-Team. They trash still to me, but Jenny could have
Mm-hmm.
kept them dogs on tears because
Yes.
they was
Real.
good
Jenny
for
should be
nothing.
fired though.
She really should.
Should have been fired. Let me see what
Yes.
they talking about in the comments. Okay, Suburbia says it's Sax's fault for acting like a beta male. Did he say a beta? What did he say?
He
Y'all know I
basically
can't
called
see.
them a simp.
Oh
That's
Lord,
what
here
he
we go.
said. I didn't call him that, but that's what he called them.
Yeah, and
Well, according
man, I'm sorry, I don't want to jump ahead because I was about to talk about the letter he left for Jenny, but I said even
hold
in
on,
death, you still.
Girl.
we about to talk about that right now. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to find my which movie. Let me find it real quick. Let's see. I want to make sure that okay, I wanted to show the
Listen, my nigga, Lauren wasn't gonna say shit, all right? Everything was fine until your dumbass started doing stupid shit. Effie wouldn't have got arrested, and we wouldn't have a fucking Rico right now. This is all your dumbass fault.
Dumbass fault.
Yes.
Okay. Fuck you, because every bad thing that's happened in my family's been your dumbass fault.
You know, since I met your family, you've been obsessed with me, and I peeped that.
Okay.
I meant to
Why
show
you
that earlier,
so
but I forgot.
obsessed with me?
Okay.
That camera vision was crazy though.
It
How they
Hmm.
set
was.
that up. That was crazy.
It was so dope. I loved it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we actually about to talk exactly what Tamika was just saying. Sax's letters, y'all. Sax is doing the fool from the grave. I'm so upset with Sax right now, y'all. But I can't
How?
lie. It was kind of genius. It was kind of smart. So pretty much Sax is setting everybody up to turn on each other. He's going to
Hmm.
dismantle them from inside by simply playing on the one thing that you have to have, which is trust and loyalty. Tamika, you go ahead and start since you started talking about the letters. Let's start with Jenny's letter. Let's start with hers.
Yeah, I was just cracking up. I said, Dag Sax, even, now that you gone, you still over here telling her how much you love her. You thought you was going to have kids with her. I said, really? Damn well Jenny wasn't thinking about no babies with you. And then Blanca made me laugh when she reading it and she like, wait a minute, y'all was really for real? I said, yeah, Blanca, you wasn't paying attention, huh? But yeah, it was smart. He knew what time it was. He knew what was coming. So, he played his hand. But I was like, damn, Sax really sent everybody and their mother a letter. Like, when did he have time to write all these letters? He was on top
Exactly.
of it.
Exactly. All the letters. What'd you think about Jenny's letter, Cassandra?
Jenny's letter was sent from Simpville. Uh, he's just gonna always be weak in the knees. He gotta stand up. He can't stand on the most he dead, but I'm just saying he's just weak in the knees about Jen. I don't know
Mhm.
why. But it was genius, like she said. I can't believe it.
It
It
was
was
he's MVP in my eyes of this episode.
Oh
Love
yeah.
him or hate him, he the MVP. No
Oh
debating.
yeah.
I mean, he did that. I can't even lie about it.
Mhm.
I hate him, but it was a powerful move.
It was.
Let's go to the letter. Let me tell you what I thought about Jenny's letter first before I jump to that letter. I feel the same exact way y'all feel pretty much. I thought that Sax, even after everything that she did, you still come with the "I love you." I wanted to have all of this stuff was stupid in my opinion
Mhm.
because she literally told you that she couldn't help you, that she couldn't give you any protection. She blamed you for something. You put your job on the line, your entire career, even though we know that you have darn near lost this career, I don't know how many times. This would have probably been the final time. Like there was no way he was coming back from this, all the mess that he did with this one. and you didn't see that he cared about you, and then you
Right.
did him the way that you did him, and then you turn around and write a letter and just absolve her of everything, and then make all these other moves. Girl, I was upset, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, this some bull. But
That
Trey, what you
rant
think about
was
that letter?
that rant was brought to you by EJ the TV junkie. I ain't got nothing to say about that. You can
I
have it.
know
I
that's
agree with
right.
you. I'm good. You got it. I don't have nothing to
Yeah,
say.
I was upset, y'all. My bad. But okay, let's talk about the other letter because there was another letter right before that, which was the
Mhm.
Monet letter, which we could tell right then was the beginning of a setup. What you think
Mhm.
about that letter, and even the thought process of those two who were reading the letter?
Can can I
Tamika.
go?
No, go.
Oh, my
Okay,
bad,
go
man.
ahead, Detroit. Go ahead, Detroit. Then
Oh,
Tamika, you go
no,
behind him.
it's gonna be quick. I just think that Monet, I gotta give her credit. I don't rock with her, but I gotta give her credit. She didn't believe. You know what? She didn't believe it at first. I mean, I'm sorry. She didn't believe it, and so she told Diana this could be a setup, and Diana, did what she did. I'm not gonna jump ahead because I know you're gonna get there, but Monet is the brains of the family because she actually smart. I got to give her that.
Yeah.
She do be thinking.
She
What
do.
about you, Tamika? What you think about it?
Yeah, I concur. I second what Detroit just said. I mean, Monet, first of all, she already told Tariq in the beginning of this season that he was the only one she could trust. He's definitely the one she leans on for thinking. So she was like, man, get this out of here. Like, nah, this ain't real. He just trying to, set it up that way. I appreciated that. And I was kind of annoyed with damn Diana talking about, but mommy, he put here that you set me up with that. I'm like, girl.
For real.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I just was like,
Yeah.
okay, so she told her, go ahead and figure it out, do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I was kind of annoyed with Diana in that moment because I was like, come on now, this doesn't really even make sense. Like, you got to be thinking quicker than that because, Diana is
Hmm.
not dumb. It's just to me, I just didn't feel like, I was like, come on now, like let's just put two and two together. That really doesn't make sense. He didn't even know that you were, selling drugs. This was
Mm-hmm.
all in the spur of a moment. You gotta think about it. It happened just because he dropped by your room and then y'all did what y'all did and you told him what you told him. He didn't have time to test it up.
Right.
Exactly.
It didn't make sense. Uh,
EJ crazy.
it just didn't make sense.
It did.
What you think, Cassandra?
I agree with both of them. Monet is the only smart one because you got to know Tariq has the most to lose. He has a long history with them people, the A-Team. He have a long history
Hmm.
with them. Why would he ever work with them? And yes,
Right.
EJ, I also agree. Diana was pissing me off. I'm like, oh my God, just be quiet, Diana, because she never come out on top with these kind of situations. Back to
Girl.
Zeke's murder, she just never come out on top when she got to use her brain for real. So,
Okay.
Diana is not stupid, but I hate to. I think this is facts. If any guy disagree, then y'all not being real woman are and the best, in my opinion, investigators. They know when you're lying and when you telling the truth. If they really, really want to get you. So for Diana for to do that, she wasn't really thinking. She was. I don't know what she was thinking about.
Acting off of
Hmm.
emotion.
Yeah.
Hmm.
exactly.
That's it. That is it. When people be acting off of emotion, sometimes they don't get stuff right. That's why you can't lead with emotion all the time.
Right.
That's true. That's facts.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
say the
y'all. Let's
wrong thing too when you're emotional.
okay, all the time. That's why you got to stop, think about it, then speak.
Yeah.
Unless you want to say something that you want somebody to, you know how it go.
Then it's up from there.
Right.
Okay. Okay, y'all. Hold on. Let's read some of these comments. Let's see what we got. Diana has book sense, but no common sense. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. I was like, she's not dumb,
Yeah.
but it's just when it comes to certain stuff, she don't be thinking. Yes, Diana is upset and too deep. Hold on. What that say, Tamika? Girl, I gotta find my glasses. Can you see it?
Into deep, she think the peen was set up.
Yeah. I ain't want to. You know what she kind of mean by
Mhm.
that.
Oh, okay. I see it now. I had to put my glasses on, y'all. Okay, let's see. Diana always getting people hurt. Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later in the scene. Later, about some things that she said that I wholeheartedly didn't agree with, but emotions again. Let's go to the next scene, y'all. So let's see. What other letters did we have before I move from that? So we had that. Oh, we got to talk about the other two letters. So there was the 2-bit letter. Um,
Yes.
and this one upset me, y'all, because you're putting a child's life in danger at this point over losing. You lost, let it go. But we got to think about Yaz at this point. You got Yaz, you got Big Mama, and you got Tasha, and you give known enemies the location of where these people are. Whoever want to go first, jump in. Just talk about that.
This is actually Ghost St. Patrick, Jamie, whatever you want to call him. This is his fault because all he had to do is take out Sax when the man was looking at porn. He didn't want to take him out, and that's why Sax almost got your daughter. And I mean, well, almost got your daughter, killed because he giving the information out to where what I mean to Tasha and Big Mama and his daughter. So this is Ghost's fault because Sax shouldn't even be in this series. To be honest, which he should have been dead, but that's just me.
Oh,
I'm glad he
I
gone.
totally agree.
No,
I
we agree
never
with
liked
that.
that. So,
Me
what you
neither.
think about that, Tamika? What you think about the letter in that letter in general and what Sachs did?
Yeah, I
How
was
do you
just
view
like, I guess, yeah. I mean, he figured out a way to send that on a two bill, and I hope everybody happy because y'all know I didn't give a damn about seeing no two bill. I know y'all all wanted to see him, so everybody don't want to
I
see him. I
told
hope
you he was
y'all was
coming.
excited.
I
I know
told
you
you.
did say that. You definitely did. But I was like, all right, so we got this part out the way. That's how I was looking at it. But at the same time, it was like, dang, now you don't put Yaz and Big Mama, and daggone danger, and he just
Mhm.
sung Tariq and took that freaking car.
oh my goodness, he just got a nice ride. I'm like,
That's
why
the
can't we
same
have
thing
nice
I was
things?
thinking.
Yeah.
We just got this doggone ride. But Cassandra, what did you think about that letter to Two Bit? Was you happy to see Two Bit? I was indifferent. I really didn't care one way or the other. It was cool.
No, and I'm tired of Two Bit in his power. I am. He just, I don't know. And I'm just really mad about the car. Tariq finally got a car. And now it's gone. And he got to ride in 2 bit 50. That's what I'm most pissed
Okay.
about.
Tariq will be all right. He'll get it together. I
He'll
like
never
Two
get
Bit. I
together.
like Two Bit for him because we're gonna talk about that next week. I mean, whenever you to choose to do it, we gonna talk about why Two Bit is needed because y'all don't want him, but y'all gonna understand why he's needed.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I'm just indifferent about him. I don't have like an opinion about him one way or the other. But if he makes the story go, then I'm all for it. And Marcus, I don't
Hmm.
remember a letter to Junior. I don't know. I don't remember that. Um, maybe I missed it. I remember the letter to Two Bit, and then let's talk about this because it kind of coincides with the letters. We don't know if there was a letter. We hear in the Tommy portion, he talks about, let me actually play the clip. Give me a second. Here.
I mean, how did you even find me? Your buddy, Monet Tejada. She dropped me a message. Maybe she's trying to get on my good side.
Wait.
Or maybe she finally figured out that your son is the fucking seed of the devil. Please, don't.
Okay. So,
Ooh.
Dang.
okay.
I can go first. This gonna be easy, right? With no
Okay, good.
spoilers. This gonna make sense to y'all next episode. I'm just gonna put it like that.
Okay, I got
So it
you.
ain't even no need
Okay.
to worry about it right now. It's going everything y'all need to know about that with that scene will be told in episode 10.
Okay. Cool. Cause I was like, that just didn't like that whole Monet thing. I was like, that didn't make any sense to me. But okay, we
It's
gonna
gonna
wait
make
for the next
sense.
episode.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
let's
didn't
see.
sit right with me. And I
Hey,
agree with your comment, Monica M.
trust me, ladies, it's gonna make sense. Trust me.
You want
And
to tell
when
us
you
so
Okay.
do,
bad.
I'm not gonna say no. I'm just telling because I don't, what I mean. Y'all getting frustrated with it. Y'all gonna understand what that letter is when I mean what he said. I'm
Okay.
the season finale. That's all.
Okay, well, shoot, we gotta hurry up and get to this doggone season finale. Then we got
I know.
to get
I'm
through
ready
this.
for it.
Okay, Samara said episode 10 explains everything. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move on then, y'all, because we were going to talk about that, but we just gonna move on because we all of that's gonna be explained because my I personally just I was like, how Monet get that information? That don't even make sense. How can she say that
Right.
if she don't like that wouldn't even make sense. Okay, y'all. So let's talk about Tariq making a deal with OB to get an extension. When I say that out loud, it's funny to
Woo!
me. I'm sorry.
Obi the
Tariq
dentist?
say, "Hey, we need some more time." What you think about the time he needed, Cassandra, when he goes up and OB's up there pulling the teeth out of old
Yeah,
dude's
like a
mouth?
dentist.
Yes, like a
Child.
Dr.
dentist,
Obi.
Doctor
Mint
Obi.
dentistry,
But
okay?
and he sent he told Brayden to go do it, but Brayden was too hurt. He couldn't go do it. But I think Tariq was the better option. I don't think he should have sent Brayden, to be fair. But
Absolutely.
Tariq
Right.
definitely was
oh,
the better option though.
Hmm.
Always.
yeah.
But y'all did hear the key word though, right? It's a I know y'all it's a the dialogue, right? The opening for what he said. He said, I want them green cards. Can you get
Mm-hmm.
that for
Hmm.
me? That will be explained in episode 10 too. Just to let you know. You know, that will come to a part of episode 10.
So,
Dang,
do
I'm
you
ready.
think that that is necessarily? I mean, do you? Because he said, "Why would I betray Noma?" But I don't really see it as a betrayal. Getting a little help. I mean, give him a
Right.
little extension. Like, I don't see it as a betrayal. Did y'all see it that
Which
way?
I don't really see it that way neither. Being by the fact that Noma is holding, and this ain't no spoiler. This is you could tell by how he is by the dialogue between them two. It seemed like to me that Noma is holding him hostage, and he don't want to be there and take no he don't want to be the leader. He just want to be gone.
Yeah, because that's been my question about Obi. I remember even when we was doing the predictions for episode 9 before it came, me, Lays in Detroit, I was saying, what is Obi's angle? Like, do we feel like he was doing stuff behind Noma's back on the slide? Because something just felt a little off. I was giving him the side eye the time when he followed Tariq, and then he was telling him, "You're not going to tell Noma anything." But so I still was kind of trying to figure out where he stands with everything. And then for him to kind of rely on Tariq and say, because Tariq was like, well, listen, you did say I was smart and I get things done. And he like, all right, I'm going to give you the 72 hours. I was like, he sounded like he really desperate and really caring, about his family. And he don't necessarily feel like Noma's going to be the one to get it done for him. So
Yep.
that was big to me that he left it to Tariq to, try to get it done for him and say he was going to give him the 72 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And I'm
for
glad they
sure.
didn't. I'm glad they didn't rush that him to read. That how power be doing. That's the
Hmm.
only thing they be doing. They be kind of like doing stuff too fast. Like, bro, you got one more episode. Just wait to do it the next episode. It's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. Letting that develop a little more makes more sense. So, yeah, I appreciated that. Let's see. So I can't wait to see. I'm ready for episode 10, y'all. Y'all got me hyped now. Look at y'all.
Yes,
Don't y'all
I'm
di-
so
don't y'all
ready.
notice? Don't y'all notice
I'm
this
so
was a
ready.
this was really a setup episode to
Hmm.
going into
Oh yeah,
10.
I
This
could
really
tell.
was a setup
Hmm.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell it was definitely a setup episode. Okay, y'all. So Davis visits Effie, which they dropped this particular scene for us. You know how they always drop a little scene for you. So we saw this scene where he goes to visit and he's, kind of been drinking. And Effie's like, look, I want somebody who's going to fight for me because he was just like, this is a no win case. He was only thinking about a deal. Did
Hmm.
y'all agree with Effie on this part? Like Davis, no. Typically, I'm all for Davis, but in this moment, I honestly didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know what Davis
Davis
could
don't
do.
want to.
I mean,
Davis.
I
Oh
understood her saying that, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
no,
off.
you good. You good. My bad. Go ahead.
But I just kind of felt like, listen, he is keeping it real with you. Like he said, do you want me to sit here and lie and sugarcoat it, or tell you what it is? And we know Davis been drinking night and day. He
Yep.
messed up after freaking Theo, but he just was keeping it real with her, letting her know what her options is, how it would more than likely play out. And I also thought it was funny that at first she's like, "Oh, I don't want no help from Tariq," and he's like, "Oh, well, Kane told me to come too." And then she was like, kind of, willing to sit down after that, but she kept saying she had her own lawyer, and I was interested in that too. Like,
That's
who's this
cap.
lawyer? Where we get the money from?
Right.
Her lawyer
Yeah.
is Davis. You know what I mean? Because Davis, Davis didn't want to take the case. The only reason he
No,
went is not because of Kane,
right.
because of Tariq.
Hmm.
You know what I
Because
mean?
it
And
helps
he
all of
basically.
them.
Yeah, and it was gonna help all of them too. Yeah.
They got to
But
do
I
what's best
told
for
you,
the greater
EJ.
good. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I told you, EJ. You thought I was trying to be trolling and hey, Effie. I was
Always
telling you.
trolling.
Nah, sometimes I do, but this I'm not trolling on. I told you she was gonna get locked up, and it ain't looking too good for her because Lauren is alive,
Right.
and
Of
if
course.
Lauren is not taken care of, she going to jail.
Yeah, of course. No, I mean, that's absolutely 100. Listen, I ain't never disagree with you on that. I ain't never disagree with you on that.
And Davis don't want to take that case because he all about winning. He know what's
Right.
going on.
Winning and his
Exactly.
money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I were her. I get where she was coming from. If Davis was sober, I would, and he probably
Mhm.
would have said the same thing if he was sober, just differently. I probably would have took my chances with Davis just because he knows the whole layout, and you can tell, he knows everything. So I'd rather go with the
Mhm.
person who know everything and who I know is has something to lose too. That would be my thought process. What about you, Cassandra?
With this one, I want her to have him because just like you said, he knows so much or whatever. But when somebody telling me like it's a no win, I understand her thought process and like he don't care. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But I don't. I just want her to get the best lawyer so she can get the up out of there. But they gonna try to make her flip. And I like when he pointed out like that's a tactic to get you to confess. Like don't
Mhm.
fall for that BS. Talking about the girls on the phone the whole time.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
yeah. Ah,
Yeah.
she
I
needed
mean,
that lawyer
LSW
though.
said Effie is only out for herself. Look, everybody in power is out for themselves. And I've
That
oh,
always
Effie
known
part.
really.
that
Ooh.
Effie is a person who protects herself. And I don't know. I mean, when you think about all the situations that they're in, sometimes you got to be out for yourself, especially if you feel like the other people have already turned on you. It just all
Yeah,
depends on if I know you on my side or not. If I'm gonna
yeah.
look out for me.
But it's looking like Tariq was right because if he told Kane his idiot self, he told him if you would have just trust what I, you know what I mean, she wasn't gonna do nothing. If you would have just let her get out of town, it wouldn't be no Rico.
Yeah.
And Effie was a part of that, trying to be Superwoman. You know what I mean? You should have just mind your business and let Tariq do what he do. That's why you in jail.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
now Tariq might have to put the cape on to get you up out of there.
I don't know. I mean, but if Tariq helps her, he's helping himself. This just brings me back to the point of everybody does what is best for them. So we can't act like
Tariq care
Effie is
about
any
that
different.
girl. Tariq care about Effie. All that sleeping with
But are
Diana.
you
And
saying that Effie don't care about him?
yeah, but she care about her first. She care about herself first. Then she 30, maybe 40% of
See,
caring about Tariq.
see what I'm saying, Tamika? You hear it, don't you? You hear what she's saying.
I'm not trying to spoil nothing. I'm gonna be on this panel. I don't care if I'm gonna make sure that the barbecue is gonna be on a Monday or Saturday because I'm gonna be here on time. Because when episode 10 happened, I want the Team Effie people to
Oh,
have that cake
God.
pop. Hey, Tamika, I guarantee you, Tamika, I guarantee you that EJ is not gonna be having the same energy she have all week. I book it. She
Listen, my
won't.
energy don't change. Listen, you ain't got to tell Tamika. I'm right here. My energy don't change. Listen, I ride
I
for
don't
whoever
care if the
I
live was
ride
on a
for, but
Tuesday. If it's
if
I'm in here.
okay, well, listen, if she do some dumb stuff, then listen, I'm gonna call it out. I've been doing that all season. When people
You
do
do.
dumb things, I call it out. Listen, I gave Kane his props for crying out loud. I can't stand Kane, but
She did worse than Kane. Me
when he do
personally,
stuff, I do it. But like I said, when episode 10 comes out and I get to see it, then I'll let you know. I'll let you know where my energy is at. You gonna know
okay.
though.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
can't
gonna
wait
be
to
throwing
see
it
this
out
Hey
there.
Tamika,
episode.
I'm gonna keep it a
Me
book. Hey
too.
Tamika, you gonna be throwing your phone. when you see what happened. I guarantee you, Tamika I'm telling you,
No,
Effie, Tamika
Monica.
gonna be on your head. I'm about everybody on this panel, PG, everybody is gonna be on Effie head. It's horrible how they got
Well,
how
Oh
here's
people
the
about to do her
thing.
God.
Like,
dirty.
but here's the thing, Detroit. I have always called everybody out for everything. See, that's the problem right there that you keep missing is that I
Okay.
call everybody out when they do something. So, Monica, my energy ain't gonna change hard. My energy stays right where it's at. Like it's gonna stay the same. And if you do some dumb stuff, my energy gonna be for whatever
Yeah,
dumb
I'll
you
call
did.
everybody out too. I don't
Okay.
have no favorites up here on this show, so I just take it for
Okay.
what it is and enjoy it. But y'all know I have never, ever, ever, ever trusted
You
Effie.
ain't
I'm
never
just
I
gonna
had
say
cannot
to.
wait
that.
for y'all to see that episode though, man, because
Oh my
So it
it's
would
goodness.
be
gonna be
nice if she
crazy.
surprises me in a good way because
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
But what's up, Barbie?
I
Yes, Sax.
will
Okay.
say she stayed 10 toes down in this
She definitely
episode though, which
did,
I
100.
expected her to. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Oh well, you didn't get to that part yet with Kane coming up, but yeah.
Oh Lord, have
Except for the
mercy on
year.
Kane.
Uh,
Okay, let's move on.
Candy, I'm calm down. There, see, even Candy saw it. I'm a chill.
Listen, Candy see everything. That's my girl. She already on top of it. She probably that's my girl right there. But listen, Detroit, real talk.
All
Whatever it
right.
is, it's gonna be all good no matter what. If it's bad, I'ma call her
Uh-huh.
out on it too. If it's good, I'ma call her out on it. I'm calling everybody out. Ain't nothing
It's
changing.
bad. It's
So
bad.
You
Your
we'll
friend,
talk
scared
your
about it.
me.
I'm
Don't
not
don't
even
let him get
capping.
to you. Don't let him get to you, Cassandra. That's
I'm
what
ready to
Detroit
see
do.
this
Oh
episode.
Hey,
god.
Candy, can
Dang.
you? If she can confirm it, I'm not capping. I'm not even trolling. It's dead serious, man. I even shook my head, man. Like I don't get it, bro.
Oh
But
no.
let's go to the another. I'm done, man. I don't get it.
All right, y'all. So Rashad makes a major play that messes up things for a lot of people. Y'all, I was a little upset with Tate this episode. Usually I don't really care one way or another about Tate. But in this
Mhm.
episode, I was like, Tate, you messing with the trust fund. You're messing with
Yeah.
RSJ money because
Yeah.
you want to win this election so bad. Like, oh, God,
Mhm.
that was irking me. What'd you think about this, Cassandra?
I was mad. I was real mad. And when I saw that he got with old girl and whoever this little dude was, and once I saw he said, "Oh, I've been looking at them for a while. If you've been looking at them for a while, you already know what's going on. They finna ring the alarm." And I feel so bad for Brayden Daddy.
So
Don't ask
bad.
me why. I really do. He just was like, but you know how you ride for your family no matter what. The baby little Luke was doing. Oh, he was doing the food.
Uncle Lucas
Uncle Lucas was doing the food.
snitching and trying to snitch and everything, man.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I'm ready to. Yeah, but yeah, that pissed me off. So
Thank you, RC. Thank you for knowing that that's what I do, that I call people out when they do terrible things because I will. And then I'll go right
yeah,
back because I done called Tariq ass out a plenty of times. And then I go right back to liking him. It
yeah.
just is
Hmm.
what it
They
is.
get back in your good graces some kind of way.
Yeah, it just is what it is. Tariq be getting on my nerves sometimes, but then, I don't want him to lose. I can't see him lose. Like, it just is what it
Right.
is. All right,
Girl.
Tate always needs money from Tariq, but he wiped out all the money. That was a dumb move. Tate is literally one of those examples of people who are always out for themselves. He is
Oh,
the
of course.
epitome of that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
The
That is
Tate
the
move
exact.
didn't really surprise me. I
Mm-mm,
felt like one, he wants to win. We know that. Two, he wanted his girlfriend back, and this was a
mhm.
way to show her, like, see, I can go after the corrupt people, whether they was donating to me or not. I'm going to do the right thing in this. I feel like Tariq kind of messed up without knowing he was messing up. When he told him it wasn't nothing going on, maybe if he would have actually gave him the real place, maybe he wouldn't have been in such a rush to go open his
He was
mouth, but
gonna do
he
that.
probably still could have.
He was gonna do it regardless.
Yeah,
Tariq
but
told the
once he
truth.
knew he was lying, that part made me laugh. He like, you're lying, MF. He said, I
That's
know
all
when
he
his
do is
daddy was
lie.
lying, and I know when he lying. I was like,
He lied.
ah,
I think
I was
Tariq gonna
like,
get him back though. He gonna get him
yeah.
back just like his daddy did. His time,
Hmm.
he gonna get him back. He gonna end up blackmailing him.
I hope
He
so.
needs
Watch.
to get him back. I'm all for
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
He needs to get his lick back. For real. Just get him back.
I'm talking
Y'all know
about.
y'all be kids. They be like, I got my lick back. That's what Tariq needs to do.
Mhm.
Right.
Get
I
back.
got it.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see. Let's go to the next one, y'all. Let's see. Oh, hold on. My bad. Wrong one. The Castillo family dies, and Evelyn tells it, y'all. Like the Castillos, I don't. I think I might spell that wrong, but anyway. So Kane and Drew set up this whole thing. I mean, I don't even. Y'all, they was on some extra stuff. I mean, they done.
Goofy.
Wow.
That messed up.
They just did a
That
lot.
was goofy. I didn't. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna say this, man. I did not like how they did that. It was fake to me, and
Yeah, I hated
that
this.
was horrible. I'm done. I don't have nothing else to say about this, man.
I
Worst
hated it.
scene.
Yeah. I knew
It
they
was.
was
It
gonna
was.
die, but I've literally been saying since they stepped on the scene, I've been like the Castillos is gonna get them a run for their money. Like I thought we was really gonna get something popping. And
Yeah.
then they was gonna get taken out. But this whole thing, I was like, really, y'all, seriously, this what we gonna do?
I
And I
wanted a
know Monet
shootout.
said, be smart, don't let it come back to us and all that. But I was like, all of a sudden, we just know where to go get all this child.
Fake to me. This
Exactly.
fake stuff. You
The
thought we was
Castillos are almost
watching
as
the?
bad as the Four Horsemen. You right, because the Four
Yes,
Horsemen, I thought that they was
absolutely.
about to be something like.
Hey,
I thought they
EJ,
was about to.
I
Go
thought I
ahead.
was
Go ahead, Detroit.
watching. I thought I was watching Money Heist or something, man.
Right.
Where'd you get this truck?
Exactly. And how you know
Yes,
how to do that? That's not easy to do.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-mm-mm.
and
And
the
you knew
truck,
how to
right?
time it. Then y'all coming in and y'all leaving the gate open and traffic is going by. People, hey,
Yeah.
like I said,
Yeah.
what is this?
And
I guess.
Evelyn was the first person who started feeling the effects, but yet she was
Hmm.
the last person that I'm not even. You know what? Detroit pulled me into that because I really just went down a rabbit hole, and in
Oh
my mind, I was
God.
like, you know what? You're right. I mean, I already thought it was
Mm-mm.
ridiculous, but now I'm thinking
Yeah.
about how much more ridiculous it is because
Yeah.
she shouldn't have been able to say anything. She should have
Right.
been dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
She
And
was.
Drew taking off his mask and she like, I mean,
He
I ain't
should
gonna
have been
lie.
dead.
I did love her saying it was your mother. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, finally somebody said that shit. Because
Yes.
I wanted Gordo to say that before he got shot. But I was like, y'all really playing with me right now.
Right. But I knew
Mm.
once he like kneeled down to her, I said, "Oh, she finna tell him something." But I didn't know she's gonna be able to get it all out or
Mm.
not. But baby, when she said that, I was like, "Oh, it's on. Oh, it's on."
Okay.
Dang.
Oh
Let me see what Candy
man.
said.
Horrible scene, man. Horrible. The power be up there.
Exactly.
No, they
Nah,
can mess up an episode sometimes with that goofy
Mm-hmm.
stuff, man. Like, dang.
I just wanted a shootout. Like I wanted something more, but maybe
Me
it's
too.
just too much to ask for in 2 episodes. I just really thought we were about to. I thought somebody was about to get hurt. I thought for sure that
Right.
like Drew or somebody was about to get shot. Like I don't know. I just expected something else. Maybe
I was
I'm just
expecting that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so
I want to give
anyway. Let's
somebody
move on
flowers
to
in this episode though, right before you like. I gotta do it. I mean, to do Michael Rennie Jr. Man, you been in your bag this season, man. You has gotten better and better. Nobody can talk about your acting. Your acting is getting good, real good. Everything he's doing, he in his bag. I think he get too
Yeah.
much hate
He been
because
acting a long
he
time.
been acting, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
he only like 22 years old, so he just getting there. He's
Mm-hmm.
starting to get comfortable, even more comfortable. Like if you really think about that, when he was talking to Brayden, you could
Mm-hmm.
tell that's something. One of your you would tell your brother or your sister or your best friend. So I
Mm-hmm.
like the man's acting in here.
Yeah.
yeah, he does an amazing job. Somebody says something. Somebody's birthday. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out whose birthday it is.
Oh
Wait
yeah,
a
Rick James.
minute.
Like like Rick James in the chat or like Rick.
Yes. Rick James in
Oh,
the chat.
okay.
Happy birthday.
Okay, well, happy birthday. Hey.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm sorry,
Crazy
y'all. I was
Gemini.
confused. I was like, Rick James? Like Rick James? Oh man. Okay, y'all.
Rick
So
James, the singer's son. So let me stop.
you see me, I was confused. I'm like, hold on.
I'm like,
And then
Rick
I saw
James
the name Rick
died.
James. I wasn't trying to be slow, y'all, but y'all, you know how it goes sometimes. Okay, let's see. All right, y'all. So let's move to Diana and this police report, y'all. So Diana goes to do her sleuthing and she finds the police report. I'm gonna turn my camera off, y'all, because I feel like I'm delayed. Give me a second. Let me turn my
Okay.
camera off. Okay, so Diana is sleuthing. You know, she's doing her thing. She goes to talk to Tariq, and she's done this several times, y'all. That's why I don't understand why everybody always want to see Diana and Tariq together. He is never going to be able to trust her ever.
She's
I
annoying.
mean, come on, I'm just saying, like she went to him. She didn't go to him just because she been hitting him up and calling him. She went to get information. She was
Oh yeah.
doing what she does, you know, and so
Yeah.
long story short, she finds the police report. She sees her father fingerprints on there, and this kind of leads to her trying to figure out what's going on. Drew was given a clue, and now they're discussing this clue together. And they're putting all the pieces together, and then Kane comes in and puts everything together for them. So we're going to talk about the infamous scene. We're going to move to that scene because that was one of my favorite scenes. I had the part, but guys, I was recording it and then it just something happened. I don't know. I didn't get the audio, so it is what it is. So we all know what happened. Monet is eating at the table and the kids all come in and and then chaos happens. So I'm probably gonna say some unpopular things. I'm just gonna
Uh-oh.
go ahead and put that out there right now because that's what I do.
You
I
should
come
put
with the
yourself on the
unpopular
clock on a
stuff.
timer. You get a 3-minute rant. One,
No, no.
two, three.
I want to hear what y'all have to say about this whole thing, and then I'm going to tell you where my disconnect comes in and why I'm probably going to say something unpopular just because. So, what do you think about the scene, Tamika?
I was glad it finally happened. This was the moment I was waiting for. I knew that Drew and Diana was the ones that had to find out next. Was curious how they was gonna find out. You know, they was upset how we was gonna expect for them to be upset. Monet made me laugh and just shows even, I mean, we know, but she just continues to show you how evil and disconnected she is from everything. One minute she, or laughing and eating and offering them food, like, oh, I didn't know y'all was coming. And the next minute, she ready to tell them all about themselves and how horrible they daddy is, and y'all think he's so all this, and I would have did this for y'all too, and all of that. And I get Diana being like, "Do you hear yourself right now?" Child, and when she tried to fight her, I was going, let her go, and Mary Monet rather was saying, let her go. I wanted to see it. It was funny when she mushed the hell out of Drew too, but it was also interesting how Kane had little stuff to say. He was kind of on the side because I was laughing when Drew told Kane, "You a mama's boy. You gonna always do what she wanted," something to that degree. But he was on the side and he just was looking. It was like on one hand he was saying, "Don't put me in this. You caught now." But on the other hand, he wasn't going as hard as Drew and Diana was. So I thought that was kind of interesting too. Like because he could have just as easily went over there and pulled them back as well. But he just still kind of stood off on the side. But yeah. I mean, I just was like, I'm glad that is all out now. And it's
Yeah.
like, what's y'all next play gonna be?
Yeah, I'm glad they ended that. Well, you know when I say ended, I mean I'm glad that it's no longer a secret. I got you,
Right.
Detroit.
Oh.
Detroit, what you got? What you got for me, bro?
Okay, and I'm just asking, like, cause can y'all tell me? I want you to go first, cause I can't remember the dialogue, to be honest with you, cause you know what I mean. Like, I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure
so
out what. Okay, I'm gonna listen, cause I really forgot. Should have wrote it down, but I didn't.
yeah, I really wish I had it. That was one of the ones I had. But so when so basically Diana comes in, she says, we know about the fingerprints, and she's like, "What prints?" And then Drew was like, "That's that stuff I'm talking about right there." See, and then he hits the table, getting all big mad. Drew was getting on my nerves. Y'all. Okay, hold on.
Yes.
Let me bring it back. So anyway, hold on. I gotta turn my camera back on because I got gotta turn this back on. Yeah, I gotta see my face when I say this.
Mm-hmm.
So and then Drew goes on to say what he says about, she was getting on his nerves, because she wouldn't come clean. And then I want to say, then Kane says something, but Kane's conversation is different from theirs. I don't know if everybody noticed this.
Oh, I
Kane's
get it
Yeah,
now.
that's
Yeah, I
conversation,
get
that's
it.
what I was,
I get it. I get
saying.
it.
Like he just kind of was more so like, listen, don't look at me. The cat's out the bag. They know now, type of thing, right? Nobody's,
I
but he
want
wasn't
EJ.
going as hard as all the other kids.
EJ, you know what made
exactly.
me upset about the thing about like Kang, and I'm gonna get on his head. You so worried about you supposed to be worrying about what your brother and your sister are saying to your mother, but you so
Mhm.
worried about Tariq. Tariq ain't
Yeah,
got
he
nothing to do
brings
with
up
this.
Tariq again, as a matter of fact.
This is getting to be out of hand.
He
Now this is
always bringing
excessive
him up.
for people.
Exactly.
If
SJ.
you got somebody obsessed with you, don't react. You need to call. You need to get a restraining order and call the police. Because this what Kang is doing, bro. I'd be scared somebody would do it with Kang. This dude is obsessed with this guy. He ain't
Hmm.
jealous of him. This what you say, obsession of another man.
Right. Because out of everything they talking about, he's like, you brung Tariq in and messed up the family. And then she even was at one
Exactly.
point like, Tariq is the one that told y'all all of this. And it's like, no, Diana said this has nothing to do with Tariq. This is about what you did. And yeah, so it was like, that's really the only thing he had to say. Other than that, he was just kind of like, yeah, y'all have fun with this.
And to say this
Exactly.
though, right? This is I'm gonna say this, man, and I'm just like honestly like I can't wait to come up here next week or whenever EJ do it. I'm not a Monet fan, but Drew and Diana, y'all time is ticking, bro. Your time is ticking. You know what I mean? And y'all will find out in episode 10. Like this is getting to be ridiculous now. Like seriously, like this is ridiculous. You will see what I'm talking about. Like I'm not in, I'm just gonna say this my part. I'm the Lorenzo fan. I never thought he should have died. But this is all on Monet too. But I actually think this family is basically split up. You can kind of
Well,
see it
we
in this
knew that.
episode.
I think when
Yeah,
this
yeah.
season was first coming in, we talked about them splitting and who was going to be on whose side. We knew that was the direction that it was going to end up going in. We just didn't know exactly how it was going to play out. And I feel like Monet would have waxed that behind had Diana got loose. And it was so funny to me when she must the hell out of Drew. Like, don't you ever put your damn hands on me. But she
And
do
then
deserve it too. We know that she is
put his
not
hand.
no, you know.
Yeah, she's definitely not a saint. So I'm gonna go ahead and say
Right.
my unpopular opinions. And the reason why I say it's gonna be unpopular is because I know that my buddy, my friend over here, Mr. Detroit, he rides for Lorenzo, but I am just gonna keep it a buck and a stack with y'all. Everything that Monet actually said was true. When I did my video way back when, that episode when he told her that she could go to Stansfield, I already knew
Mhm.
he was trying to get her out of the house because he knew she would figure it out, because that's what Diana does. She knows the end and she figures things out. Some of us in here want to say that it was because he loved her and he just wanted her to go to school. She was already going to a school. She just wasn't going to Stansfield. And now he had to get her out of the house. When she said what she said about him setting Drew up, that was true. But of course, Drew is not going to see this because he thinks everything that she's saying is a lie. And because Kane is so freaking obsessed, as we say, with Tariq, he's not going to back it up and say that's true, because we all know that he knew what the truth was, but
Yeah,
he
that's
only
true.
cares about Tariq. So he's not trying to get in the middle of all of this. But at the end of the day, all that stuff that she said was 100% true. And I'm not saying that she was right for killing Lorenzo, but what I am saying is that a mother's love is strong, and sometimes it outweighs that what you feel for your partner. It just depends on who you are. We're talking about a crime family. We're talking about a family who live by the gun and will probably die by the freaking gun. He killed her son. She didn't care that it was an accident. All she knows is that he killed her son, and then for months he sat there and he watched her go through hell. Like, he watched her. We didn't even notice this character. We was like, what the hell is wrong with Monet? Like, she telling Kane to go telling them to go do what they do, like giving them permission to go fix it, and she's not even involved. Like, that's not the character that we know. So when it's all said and done, the reason why she killed him was because he killed her son. And at the end of the day, whether it was right or wrong, it just is what it is. Sometimes mothers will go hard for their kids. And this is the other part where people are going
Do
to
y'all
probably
think
not
that she would have
necessarily
killed
agree.
him if it was any of the other kids?
Exactly. And that was my
No,
next point. Is
You
that
don't, Detroit?
no.
I think she would. I think
I
that if
Can
think
I
it
she
was any
would.
of her other
can I
kids,
rebuttal something that EJ said? And I'm
no,
gonna
you
say it
cannot.
I can't
No, you
rebuttal what you're
cannot.
saying. All right, because
No,
because
you can't.
Monet is a liar. That's her
Yeah, she
perspective.
is, definitely.
We're
Talking
not
about
saying she's not a liar.
he
I'm
clearly didn't do he didn't do that for she could stop being nosy. He was the
Yes,
only
he
one that was
did.
no, he
She
didn't,
was
and that's her
already in
perspective.
school, Detroit. She
She
was
was not
already
in
in
school.
school.
She wasn't in school.
Yes,
She
she
wasn't in
was.
school.
Yeah, then
Yes,
she
she
go, she
was.
did go to another school. It wasn't the
She
school
was
she
going. She
wanted
was
to
said she
go
was
to.
supposed to go to St. John's, but she said she didn't want to go to St. John's.
Right,
She wanted to go to Stanfield with
right.
Tariq, and she never went. But he said, "I'm gonna sit there and pay for your tuition to go to Stanfield," and he did. And he did. You know
Look
what I
at
mean?
the
And then
timing of it, Detroit. These parents are both manipulative, but everybody keeps giving Lorenzo this
that
pedestal. They're both manipulative. They both do things against their children, both of them. So I'm giving them
it
the
was
same
wrong.
energy.
It was wrong for her to do that because Diana didn't have a problem with it. Drew didn't see was mad at his father. Even Kane was saying he made a mistake. You sit there and before you make the call, tell your kids that you know what I mean your father killed Zeke. I want to kill him and everything like that. But you didn't do it though because you know they was gonna say no. You wanted to do that. And I don't even think I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This is my hot take. Yeah, she loved Zeke, but it was more about her gaining power, and you will see that in episode 10. My theory will. I'm telling
Oh
you,
yeah, I mean, I
it
think
was
everybody know that Monet always wanted power.
exactly that's
Exactly.
one of the
And
reasons
nobody's
why.
saying that she didn't want power. What I'm saying is that you always put Lorenzo on this pedestal and you always act like he was the greater parent. All I'm saying is that Monet and Lorenzo are two peas in a pod and they're both the same. It's just that one of them
I
made
never said that,
amends in the end.
but
And
Monet is
I
clearly not
gave
a
him
good
props for
leader.
that.
She's not a good leader. She did not go to her. She can't make that decision of killing their father. That's their daddy. Who was her to try to do that? Now and now look what got them into now. Come on now, like people want to make he killed Zeke, man. You didn't even really you wanted Zeke to get it out like Lorenzo said. You know the game. You put Zeke in this situation of being because you a
But
drug dealer.
did she put him in that situation? He put
Yes,
him
she
in that
did.
situation because if we really go back to the root of why Zeke ended up at that plane, if we're talking about that specific moment, which we definitely done got off track here, if we're talking about that specific moment, he only ends up at that specific, and I'm not blaming her. I did a video on it where I said indirectly, if we go back to the source of it, indirectly, the source is Diana for looking in the bag and telling Lorenzo what was in the
Ooh.
bag, which would then lead Lorenzo to go to the hangar where Zeke was at because he was leaving with them because he had no more NBA career because Diana looked in the bag and told, well, not because of the bag, because she told at the dinner table. I mean, if you go back, that one part where Diana says that it's not her fault and that she made her feel a certain type of way, in theory, it really does go back to her. Now, I'm not blaming her because Monet is the one who gave her son up a long time ago. I'm just saying that, she did play a part too. I just don't absolve any of these characters of stuff that they do. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it.
Zeke would still be alive if it wasn't for Monet. You even
No,
lied to Zeke
no, how?
about it.
But no, you got to explain that one.
Yes,
I'm listening. Explain it.
If she would have told Zeke that I'm really your mother, and then when Mecca came, the biggest simp of all time, came back and say, I wanted you and my son. You should have told like, yo, I'm your mother, and this is your father. None of this would have happened. Zeke will still be alive, and Lorenzo will still be alive. But you didn't do that though. So now you got
How is that
Mecca.
true?
That is true. You tell the
I'm
truth, you don't have to
saying.
worry about none of this.
So, but are we talking about when? Are we talking about before or after the dinner scene? Because the dinner scene is when
No.
everybody finds out about Zeke's identity. Zeke was about to go off to the NBA if Diana hadn't spilled
Mecca
the beans.
told her in episode 6, season 2, if you don't tell him, I will. And that's when she didn't do that, he sat there, gave the information out to the press and saying this dude is not 18, he's 23 years old. Said he's older. So that made him NL. He had to deal with that. It's all Monet fault
But
that
I'm saying
Zeke
you
is dead.
always go back and blame her specifically. There's a chain of events, there's a cause, there's an effect. So all I'm saying is that everybody has something to do with a little bit of everything. And if we're being real, if we just talk about the events are because Diana told what she found out. And like I
That
said, I'm not saying
point.
that Monet is wrong for keeping that secret about who Zeke was and all of that type of stuff,
She
but that should have
lied
been
to her
something that she should
son.
have told Zeke.
She lied to
But
her
that's something that she
son.
should have told him. Diana shouldn't have told him the way that she told him, not at
Monet
that dinner
lied
table
to
like
her
that.
son. She lied to Zeke. She lied to her kids, but she been lying. She lied more than Lorenzo was lying. She lied to Zeke about being her mother for 23 years. He lied about Mecca when he wanted to know the truth. She lied about Professor Miracle. She killed her or whatever. She lied to the kids about Drew, Kane, and Diana about killing Lorenzo when she had set everything up. That's why they are dead. The other family, Evelyn, is dead because of what she did. She killed Uncle Frank or whatever and lied to her. All she been doing is lying.
But
Even Lorenzo
nobody's
coming to
saying that
Ghost.
she did. But nobody's not saying that. What I'm saying is that there is always this thing where we keep putting. Is exactly what she said. Y'all act like Lorenzo is a saint, and Lorenzo is not a saint. They
he
are
he
literally
not a
two
saint, but he
pieces
never
of
lied to his
God.
kids. He never lied to them. He lied one
How
time
come
to
he
Drew.
didn't?
He set Drew
He
up.
lied about. He lied about the whole time. He was the one who killed Zeke.
Yeah, but
I'm
he
just
didn't mean
saying.
like Kane said, and
Yeah,
Diana
but it
There
took
said.
you
Kane
go.
time to realize that and accept it too. He was pissed at first, but he used it to his advantage.
Exactly. And you
Mm-hmm.
see what happened. Kane ain't them kids ain't tripping about that. Because you know why?
Yeah, but
Because they daddy
here's
is
the
gone.
thing. Here's the other thing with that scene though, because you and I we ain't gonna never agree on this one because you think that Lorenzo is like the creme de la creme of fathers, and I think that he is
Yeah.
just. I think he's just like Monet, but 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 they put it a different way in the show to kind of make people be like have like a little heart for Lorenzo, but they have no heart for Monet because she's cold with hers and he dresses his up a little different. And and that just is what it is. But there was a point where when Kane doesn't say anything, I was gonna say the reason why he doesn't say anything is because Kane himself was about to kill his own father. And I think we all keep forgetting that Kane was about to do this
He
because
never did it
but he
though.
and he was the only one that wasn't in on it. Everybody else knew that it
Kane
was fake
told
news.
I get Kane so
Mm-hmm.
much help. Kane already knew that I mean he's told his father like, why don't you tell her the truth, tell him the or tell her the truth. And Kane knew that she had something to do with that, and it was wrong. You can't get mad at them kids for how they feel about that. That's their father at the end of the day,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
right?
you
we
go.
knew they was gonna feel the way they was gonna feel. That
As
wasn't a
they
shock to
should.
Yeah,
nobody.
yeah,
Yeah.
and nobody's saying that they shouldn't feel the way that they felt because they were going to feel that way. I said that I had
Mm-hmm.
an unpopular opinion, and my unpopular opinion is that what Monet was saying had some truth in it, regardless of everybody thinking that. Not, and I'm not saying everybody because I know there's some people who see Lorenzo for who he is, which is just as manipulative as her. I think they're both manipulative parents. I think they raise their kids up in a game,
Monet more
and
though.
it is what it is. Well, they both are.
She
Can
let
we agree on
she
that?
is
Can we
horrible
agree on that?
parents. I mean, yeah, but she's a horrible parent because even when Lorenzo was in jail, and she had Diana went to see her poppy, and he said, "You, if you want to go and play basketball at school, go ahead and do that." He called her Monet and let her know, what she want to go to school. What Monet do? She said no, Even in episode 8, I think it was 8, wasn't it? Episode 8, she said, I want to get out this game. I want to go to I want to go to
She said that
Spelman or
out of
whatever." She said
emotion. She said that out
that
of
no,
emotion.
that oh my God,
Okay, and
that
here's
wasn't.
another unpopular opinion since you brought that part up. If you're a parent, just because your kid comes out and says, I want to go a couple of miles, hundreds of miles away, you do not say yes on the first when they first ask you. Now, the
To
way that
be
Lorenzo,
honest, I don't even think Diana should have been asking her. She already knew what the answer was gonna be. I
She
would
should
have
have.
been gone.
Yeah, she can't. You can't.
if
This
she wanted
woman
to
is.
go, thank you, Tamika. She should have just left. She
But
grown, right? She should have just
Right. They
left.
would have been looking for
but
me.
but you got to understand though. She's so used to asking her mama how to stuff do. She don't even know that she's a grown woman. She could do what she want to
Hmm.
do. That's a
But at
shame.
the
On
same
there. It's
time, though,
horrible.
if my kid came and asked me, can I go 100,000 miles away? I'm just saying 100,000. Know how far away it is. That is not a conversation that we're gonna be like, oh, sure, baby, you can go ahead and do that like right now. That's a conversation for later. That's some thought
She
process.
grown though.
Let's
You
sit back
can't
and
get no
think
when she
about it.
turned 18, 19 years old. She ain't got no say so. She can go to school.
But they
But
asking
she
for her
asking her to pay
permission.
for it. She
Oh
asking her
yeah,
to
okay,
pay for
yeah,
it.
because her mama didn't didn't show her the. Didn't her mama kill the one that was actually paying for it?
But
Oh
she would have
yeah, her
still had
father
to even.
died.
Do you think that Lorenzo would have said yes to? I mean, I honestly don't
Yeah,
think
he
that that's
did.
a
Didn't he do? Didn't he do it? Didn't he get?
because
Didn't he pay
standstill is
for
right
it?
there. I'm talking
But
about to
but he
Spellman,
paid for. But he paid for it though.
but
None
that's
of
not what
this
I'm
would have
talking
happened
about.
if Lorenzo would have been alive.
Oh God, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna move on
Because
because
you're not
we
winning
ain't
It's
this
the
never gonna
battle.
see
truth.
eye to eye. What you say, Cassandra? I'm sorry.
You're not gonna win this battle. We
I,
going back to
um,
Lorenzo. Since we already
no,
talked
it's
about
gonna be.
Lorenzo, you're not winning.
I'm gonna be. Hey, Tamika, I know you're gonna be smiling in episode 10 though, because I definitely was.
Oh Lord.
Oh
I
God.
can't wait to
Okay,
see
so
it.
oh, okay, here we go to the next one. Which is the Silver Spoon Goon, aka SSG.
Oh my
Brillo says we
God.
can't call him Brayden anymore.
I was waiting
So
for this.
he is no longer Brayden on this channel either. He is the Silver Spoon Goon officially, SSG. You know what I'm saying? So, how'd you feel about the Silver Spoon Goon, Cassandra? You go first. How'd you feel about him?
I'm so happy. Y'all remember like early in the season, y'all were saying like he gonna get his first body this season. He gonna get his first body this season. Even though it's kind of low key an accident-ish. I'm still really proud because he had to get rid of Big Ump because Big Ump was gonna take the whole operation out. So go Brayden.
It's about time. Only reason he
Everybody
did it.
wanted this boy to get a body. I didn't give a damn if he got one.
Thank
Everybody's
you.
meant to get it, but
He ain't
the
no
way the
goon.
story started going when we was doing our predictions, me, Detroit, and Lays talked about this, and we figured that he was gonna have to end up taking Unc out.
Yep.
I wasn't mad at it because Lucas was talking too much crap. He really just thought he was above it all, and it was this ridiculous. I was like, oh, time's to go, time's up. I don't
Okay,
care
now
about you and your thug friends and your gangster friends. I ain't scared of y'all.
Yeah, you gotta be scared of the gangster friends. I'm scared of your little nephew.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not impressed by the body.
I
Oh,
was
you
here
gotta give
for
him
him.
a little
I'm gonna
credit.
give him. I'm gonna give him his credit in episode 10, and that's why he's the MVP of next episode. But this
but
episode,
we're not
But
talking about episode. We
I'm
talking about
sorry, just
episode
let me
9.
say, even though I liked what he did with his uncle, and I felt like because we know that he was trying to argue with Tariq first, and say he didn't want to do that and all of that. When his father told him, "Sometime we gotta do," I felt like that kind of pushed him to it as
Yeah.
well, and just the way that was talking to him. But I was not here for him. I didn't feel like he had to tell on Kiki, but I also didn't feel like he had to stand up for her either.
thank
I
you,
was kind of
Tamika. Thank
surprised
you.
that
Tamika
he
was
did that part. I was like, wait a
exactly.
minute, what's going on here?
That's a
But
set
Lace did
ways.
say also when we was doing the prediction, shout out to him. He said no, he was gonna stand by Kiki. I was like, oh, for real? I thought he
Yeah,
was done with her.
he did stand by her.
He did.
She up there crying. So, oh my God! I'm like, what you crying for? You was in with a Ponzi scheme. You probably did sleep with Uncle Lucas or whatever.
I always thought they slept together. I
And
don't
you was
know if
into
there was
you
truth in that.
you knew everything, Brayden, man. You was being the simp, man. You should have, I'm bro. Like you, man. You better than me, man. She should have went down with it too, because she was all into it, all
But
into
at
that scheme.
the same time, Lucas was using her, just and I can't
Yeah.
imagine
Nah,
being someone of color in a place like where she was at, and then someone like Lucas takes an interest in her. I can see how she got caught up in that. So I'm not really hating on Kiki for getting caught up in it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I can kind of get how she got there. But at the end of the day, she said she was a horrible person. She said, I'm a bad
Yeah.
person. I did this. She takes responsibility for it, and she was trying to get out, and she was being 100% serious.
she
If
was
we're
trying to
keeping it
get out. When
real,
was this?
hold on.
But
Yeah,
do
she was.
y'all think if the tables was flipped, do y'all think she would have
Hell
covered
no.
up for Brayden?
No, she
Hell
wouldn't
no.
have though.
Oh
She would have
No.
no.
never did. She
Hell
proved it that
no.
she wasn't. Man, Kiki ain't getting no sympathy from me. You knew what Uncle Lucas was
No.
doing. You was sitting there. You was sitting there like, oh shit, shit, you'll be all right, Brayden. Ain't nothing gonna happen. And now that when y'all got caught, then every stuff get real. Then you sitting there crying, man. Get Kiki up out of here, man.
But she what? But I didn't see her crying, bro. I saw her trying to get away because she wasn't trying to go to jail, and she didn't ask for
She
Brayden's
was
help. Now
crying.
I don't know about simpology and these simp
She is.
rules
He is
and
simp.
all of this type of stuff. But all I know is that Brayden, to me, in that moment about the Kiki thing, to me that wasn't simpish based off of your you told me to go look up the definition. I did.
That's simpish
Uh,
ways, man.
and based off of that definition, I didn't see the simping part of it. All I saw is that Brayden tried to help somebody that he clearly has some kind of care for. And we all know that Lucas is the driving piece behind it. Why take this
Mhm.
sister down with him when Lucas is the
I
one
mean, I
who,
Man,
wasn't mad that she didn't go down though, because
I'm
I
mad
felt
about it.
like she ain't gonna get the same privilege. We already know that she'd be the first one that they'll throw out to the
She
wolves
should have
because
never did it,
know.
Tamika. She
But
should have never did
I
it.
just was surprised that Brayden was the one, like that
help.
stepped up for her. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that.
The silver spoon. Well, he ain't no goon to me, but Brayden Weston, he did
SSG.
what he was. He did
SSG.
what he was. He did what he was supposed to do. But Kiki was all in there. Shout out to Effie for holding it down. You see, Effie, what she did. Effie wasn't crying. She just had it. She did what she was supposed to do. Kiki was crying when she got in trouble. She should be in jail too. Nah, Brayden's broke. His
SSG.
family
Put some
broke because of
respect
her.
on his name, Detroit. Put respect on his name. SSG. That's what he
Brayden.
go by.
Hey, Brayden, man, you should have just not been trying to be caping for her. She damn near your family damn near broke because of her. They ain't broke, but they can't get none of
Man.
that money because of what she did, what your uncle did.
Bruh, how you gonna just always blame it on like what about it's Lucas is the driving force. Yes, she was a piece of the Ponzi scheme,
She
but
shouldn't have been doing it.
Lucas is the one who
Yeah, he's
actually
the
has
head
all the
one.
He
And the
power.
was,
crazy thing was
but
he
she
was
needed help.
basically like, "Oh, your dad is too good. That's what I ain't like about him." Like that. He was
Okay,
trashing his
Man,
that's
own brother.
crazy.
man, she was into it. She needed help. He needed somebody to help him, and she was helping. She did, man. Me personally, if I was Brayden, man, she going down too.
Is this the one he
Sorry.
want me to read? Hold on. I'm trying to see. Somebody asked us to read a comment that they wrote. I'm trying to find it.
Oh. He said if Monet would have never got pregnant with Zeke, none of this would have ever happened, and
Oh my
Lorenzo would still
God.
be alive.
All right.
If we go by Detroit King
Now.
theory, absolutely.
Y'all some
Exactly.
Monet
Oh
fans, so I
God.
can't. Other than Tamika,
That's
Listen,
a good
no,
one.
I can't.
no,
I
no,
can't.
no.
Yeah.
No, no, no,
It's
Detroit.
like,
Tamika and I have always said a wholehearted. I don't remember what Cassandra said, but Tamika and I have always said that we was not Monet fans and that she was trash.
Yeah,
I
she's the
always
most
said that.
horrible mother to ever exist. There's no
I just,
argument about that.
I just always call out certain things because there are certain things like I get that she's a horrible mother. I never said I always said she was a horrible mother. I just said that there are certain things that she can do to these kids that other people can't do. I just always feel like she will still ride for them in the sense of she will kill for them, even though she treat
I
them the
agree
way
with
that she
that.
treat them.
I would definitely agree with that. Like she will, she
Yeah,
showed,
she's
she definitely
more
will.
of I can do what I want to do to them, but y'all can't.
There you go.
Exactly. That has always been my standpoint. What's your standpoint, Cassandra? Because we just always going at it. You just be back there like, woo, like I see y'all
The standpoint
going.
on Monet.
Yeah.
So I like Monet. I do. I like Monet, and I I have a love hate for her, just like I do for Kane. I feel like Kane is stupid, and he ain't never not gonna be stupid. But when he do smart shit, I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool. But Monet, I don't know. It's just something. It's something about her that just makes me be like, oh, well, I kind of understand. I kind of get it. Like, cause I would have did everything that she did with the Lorenzo situation. He didn't tell her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all that time went by, and I don't know. I like Monet. I have a soft spot for Monet, but I also don't like Monet when she pissed me off. So
Yeah.
I don't have no
Yeah.
connection to nobody really but Tariq.
Yeah.
So
See,
yeah.
that's how I am. I was like, I can't have no more connections to like I can't like ride hard for any of the characters.
Yeah.
I've just only ridden hard for like maybe one, and that was
Yeah.
Effie. That was the only one that I just ride hard for. And a lot of it was trolling, but I really do like her character. But as far as Monet is concerned, I just call everybody else out. Like I call her
Yeah.
out when she do dumb stuff because she do some horrible stuff.
You
But
do.
when she, when she on the up and up, I'll say, okay, this, that, and the third. But
Yeah.
Detroit only be seeing things one way. One
I
way.
rock with Mo. I gave Monet her credit. I said she was the brains of the family.
You did say that. So
She
you're
I
right.
said
You
that.
said that.
You
You
did.
did
Well,
say that.
I said she was the brains. It ain't much, but she is. You know what I mean?
Y'all remember me and Detroit went at it. Um,
I
About
forgot what it was about. I forgot
it
what
was
it was
it
about
was
about.
because
What
I
was?
was
Lorenzo.
I was taking up for Monet. He was taking up for Lorenzo, and we just was
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I remember it.
the claws were
Yeah.
out.
Let's see. Monet got to feel that power when Lorenzo was in jail. Yeah, it's something about getting a taste of power. It is
Hmm.
what it is, and you don't want to give that up. I mean, we saw that with Louis in Snowfall. That's how power goes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about SSG. Hashtag SSG. That's my new hashtag, y'all. SSG hashtag. Y'all make that a trending hashtag. Okay, so we talked about
Gotcha.
2-bit already returning, and Detroit let us know that we'll get the answers to that later. So we'll wait on that. So I'm gonna skip that part. Tommy returns, y'all. Tommy returns and says that Monet has this message. We ain't gonna talk about the Monet message, but let's talk about just Tommy returning. I personally was happy to see Tommy. I'm always happy to see Tommy. Tommy was one of my favorite characters in OG Power. Like I said, with Power Force, it's just one of those shows that's not fully developed yet. I'm not ready to give up on it, me personally, because I like the character Tommy. What did you think about seeing Tommy? Was it nostalgia for you, Tamika? What do you think?
Yeah, when the call pulled up, I was like, I know this ain't who I think it is. Wait a minute, what's happening here? And Detroit definitely called this one when he was up there with me. He was saying we was gonna see Tommy before it end, and that we'll probably get like, the Force trailer or something after the last episode. So I was like, oh shoot, Detroit. I thought about him like instantly when this part came up, but
I
I
told
was like,
y'all
oh my God,
Detroit
he
ready
about
to
to go in
start.
there and kill Tasha. Like I had kind of had me a
The
little stressed.
story. They should have called this episode "Loose Ends" because there's some loose ends in this episode.
Mhm.
A
But
lot of loose
yeah, I
ends.
definitely was like, oh shoot, he just walking up in here, taking people out in 2 seconds. And, I thought it was a little crazy that Tariq was bringing Yaz in, talking about stay right here. I'm like, I don't know if that was the best move, but,
Right.
it definitely was nostalgia seeing him. And I was happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. What do you think, Cassandra? How'd you feel about seeing Tommy pop up on the scene?
I feel the same way Tamika felt when I saw the car. I was like, oh shoot. Well, then I thought about like, oh shoot, he finna go get her. So I got excited, then I got nervous. So I'm I I was happy to see Tommy, but I'm just nervous about what's going on with him and Tasha right now. And
Yeah.
who hit Tariq?
I
I
Uh,
girl,
think
T-
another
Tasha did.
Tasha did. Tasha did.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Tasha hit him, and then we'll talk about our theories for the next one. Detroit, you don't get to give no theory because you already
Okay,
know.
Okay.
okay,
We'll
okay.
talk about our theories for the next one here in just a second. But
Okay.
yes, we gonna give Detroit his credit. He did say that. I've heard him say that Tommy did show up weeks ago, so he definitely gets his credit for that. But I'm telling y'all, Detroit works with stars. I don't care what nobody say.
That's the Marcus Vaughn, man. Look at that. The Marcus dude, man.
Both of y'all work for stars. Clearly.
The Marcus gonna know every theory in the book, man. That's on him, man.
Detroit, you in that writer's room.
No,
Exactly.
that's the Marcus Vaughn, man. That's him.
DeMarcus do be having all the theories though. I'll be loving him and them theories though. All
He
right,
have
y'all. So,
a lot of theories.
oh yeah, for sure. All right, yo. So at the very end, we're gonna find out that Tariq finds out that his mom is missing, and that's kind of where this episode ends. Is that nobody knows where Tasha is. So that's probably my next video. Where in the world is Tasha? I didn't play some of these. Let me.
Family, you got left.
Fuck out of here with that family bullshit. Family don't snitch on each other. They don't kill each other. They don't turn on each other.
None of us wanted that shit, all right, Uncle Tommy? I love you, but I'll put a bullet in you to stop you from killing my mother.
And there's that infamous line that we kept wondering who he was talking to. He's talking to Uncle Tommy.
Can I say this though? Can we all agree that Tasha ain't dead? You know they ain't gonna do that to her. That she would have been dead.
No.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So all right. I'm gonna say this though. Tasha will be in season 4 more. I think she gonna have she's officially back in season 4. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, I think so too, and that was part of my theory because I think after this, that other show that she was in just didn't work out. Which, in all honesty, was a pretty good show, but it is what it is.
I was
Queens,
doing reviews on that. I was just starting my channel at that time.
Queens was good though, low key.
But yeah, I think we're gonna definitely be seeing more of her. That's them trying to set it up, but of course they had to make it intense, and it's like, oh, she's gone. Where is she?
Okay, yeah. So I'm about to play this trailer. Let me see. I chopped it up really good. So
Tejada, you asked for this meeting. You must have a solution for me. I'm the solution.
You can't testify, right? It's not safe.
Not the same Lauren I used to be.
She has to go, Tariq.
Effie, you can't talk. Am I clear? Get me the fuck out of here.
We ruin people's lives, right?
This beat ain't between us. It's Monet again.
I think we just started a fucking war. If you want to survive, you're either a civilian or a gangster.
okay, y'all. So let's talk about this trailer. Now I'm gonna tell y'all a few things that I saw, and y'all tell me if y'all agree, and y'all tell me what y'all saw. So one of the first things that I noticed, I had to rewind this back and forth a gazillion times to catch this part. But Monet and Diana are sitting in the car. A car rolls up, right? You can see the car, and then they cut the clip or they do something. You know how they do with these trailers. But then you're going to see a gun come out, and it's going to be the same car, which tells me that somebody is about to shoot at Diana and Monet. Do y'all agree with that, or do you think, or was I not looking at that right? Because I was trying to piece them together.
I 200% agree with that.
I agree.
Okay, cool. All right, and then we're gonna see that this is gonna be the episode where.
Can I say this, EJ? Wait, wait till you see who's in that car.
Detroit, you a mess, man.
I cannot with you. We're not gonna do that. Okay,
I'm just saying though, it's gonna shock y'all though, for real, because it shocked me though, for real.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. I'm so ready for this episode.
Yeah, girl. I'm ready to see this episode too. So the part where
I ain't even gonna lie.
me too. I'm like hyped to see this episode, like so hyped, and I cannot wait to do the whole season because I'm doing a whole big show that's gonna be like a season finale recap. So it's gonna be a lot going on. But the part where Tariq says that we just started a war, who do y'all think he's talking about? Who do you think, Tamika? I'm gonna mute you.
I don't know. I would think he's talking about Noma because that's really the biggest bad right now. I don't think he would be that
Mhm.
stressed about the Tejadas, but could be them. I would go with Noma as my number one though, because I think he would be
Mm.
more worried about that. That's really who they've been trying to kind of stay in peace with until they could figure out they way to get from her.
Man, I'm gonna
Okay,
say this.
I
I'm
agree
not
with
gonna.
that.
Can I say this? I'm gonna say this right, and I'm not gassing this. When y'all see that, when y'all see that scene, man, y'all gonna go crazy. Y'all gonna want season 4 right now.
I
That's
already
all.
want
That's
season
all I'm
4.
gonna say.
Yeah, I do too.
Right,
I
me
mean,
too.
I said last time we was talking about it that I have enjoyed this season, the best out of the first three seasons that we got. I
Yeah,
feel like season three has
Yeah,
been the
same.
best, and I can understand
it
why it had
has.
already got approved for season four. Like, with watching it, I think they did a really good job, even though it's been some things that's been goofy, but overall,
Yeah.
I still
If I had to
have
pick and
really
choose,
enjoyed it.
if I had to put it up there with a finale, like in the Power Universe, right now, I would say I would have to. I think Raising Kanan season 2 finale is better than this, but this is the last 5 minutes of this is a 10 to me.
Well,
Okay.
that's saying
Oh,
a
that
lot
says a
coming from
lot.
Detroit, so y'all heard it
Yes.
first. Detroit said it's going to be a 10. So Cassandra, what did you think? Who do you think he's talking about when he says that we just started a war? Who do you think he's
Man,
referring to?
what if he talking about Tommy?
Mm.
What if somebody like rolled up on him because Tommy had a gun to him again? Tommy got a gun to him every time you see him.
Oh, it's all right.
Every scene.
Tommy got a gun to him again, and what happens if somebody pulled up trying to have Tariq back, not thinking Kane probably, and was shooting at Tommy? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think
So
they
we do.
crazy enough to do anything to Noma, and then them not knowing Tommy. You know what I mean? I don't
Hmm.
know.
I don't know.
You
I
will
kind of
find
am
out.
leaning towards. I mean, I think I'm kind of leaning towards Tamika with the Noma thing. I don't know. I just because at this point, I don't really want to see this character Noma really go away. I don't think she's going to go
That
away.
was my whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
I've
just
been
wouldn't make
saying that because
sense.
one thing Power do that I don't like is they bring people in big. We was talking about this before, and I was like, I hope they don't mess up Noma. I hope she gonna be around. Like my only critique is I would have actually liked to see her more. And Detroit and them was saying we would see her again in 10. Obviously, we are, and now we finally got her and Monet meeting up. So I'm definitely curious to see what that conversation is going to be all about. But I hope they do not mess up this character because that's one flaw I feel like they be having with they big bads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and one thing
They're
about
not gonna
in that
disappoint you,
in the
Tamika.
trailer. Okay, cool. In the trailer, we see that no, not Noma, that Monet actually set up a meeting with Noma, which,
Mm-hmm.
once again just goes back to this power thing. We all know that Monet wants
Mm-hmm.
the power because there's been a struggle with who's going to be the head of the family. Now, to be fair, I don't think that really, if anybody were to be the head of the family, it probably should be her at this point. If we got if the, with the people that we have as options, she is probably the most viable option
Right.
at this point. But so we know that she's gonna make that play to be the connect is what it. I mean, to be the
Mm-hmm.
distributor is what it's all going to come down to. I think we've all saw that coming. What else was in that trailer? I, I think that's really I couldn't really see a whole lot. I still got to do my trailer breakdowns. I'm gonna go back and look at it a few more times, but I need to get that video out soon. But just overall, what are your thoughts about this episode, and what are you most excited to see for the final finale? Like, what would you like to see in the finale, Tamika?
Mm. Um, I don't even know. I just want to know what the heck gonna be happening with this whole Monet and and Nova situation. What else she gonna be bringing to the table? Definitely want to know how it's gonna play out with the whole Lauren and Effie situation. I know that we also did see Davis saying in that trailer, you have to take her out or something like that. And I know
Yeah,
me and Detroit was talking about this before that I know everybody logically have been saying that it should be Lauren, But I don't agree with that. I feel like that would make them even hotter. They already got
Mm-hmm.
everybody on their necks with this whole situation that went down with Sax and everything else. And I don't think that taking her out would help the situation. So, I think they got to figure out
Not at
something
this
else
point.
with that.
EJ, if you go back to your one, and to me, if you go back to one of your
Hmm.
lives, I basically gave y'all who he was talking about.
Yeah. Did you
Mm.
say Monet? I can't
Uh-uh.
remember. Or did you
I
say
can't remember who he
Uh-uh.
Effie?
said, but he don't get to
I
say
I
who
can't
it
ain't gonna,
is
remember.
I'm not gonna say
because
nothing.
I
you
can't
already know who
remember.
it is.
Yeah.
So you don't get to say nothing. But I think that it's either going to be Monet or Effie. I don't think Lauren anymore because I used to think Lauren, but at this point,
Hmm.
Lauren would not be a good idea, and that's just
Yeah.
because everything has come out in the open.
Hmm.
Before, it just went in the fact that Effie's arrested now. It would just look too. That would just give
Right.
Drew exactly what she needs.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I think that
Definitely
it
would be
has to
like the
be.
icing on the cake.
Yeah, and it's not Noma.
Hmm.
I don't think that he's talking about Noma because I think Davis has
Yeah, I
enough
don't think
common
it's no
sense
either.
to know that that would be a bad move.
Hmm.
So I think it has to be one of
I
those two.
also
Who you
think
think?
it's interesting that Davis was saying that period. Davis seemed like he don't give a damn about nothing no more, boy.
Not right
So
You
we
now.
might
know.
be getting a new perspective when it comes to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
He even
who you
said
think,
that he should have put a
Cassandra?
bully in. He should have put a bullet in Sacks. He don't care
Hmm.
that man is dead.
Hmm.
Ooh,
I
that
don't
was a
blame
good
him.
He should
scene.
have.
But I
I, I
think
definitely I definitely think that the hold on, Cassandra. Let me answer this real quick, and then you go
you
next.
good. Mhm.
I said in my last video, I think that there was gonna be a Tejada against Tariq. It has to logically happen at
Yes.
some point,
Yes,
and this is
absolutely.
only because they are too buddy, and the only person that has any strife with Tariq right now was Kane, and we know that came
Right.
from a different place. But
Hmm.
everybody else is cool with him.
Mm.
And then you saw
Right.
in this episode where Drew says something about Tariq, and I'm like, dude, I was like, Drew, that is not accurate. Like Tariq didn't give her the folder,
Right.
because
Right.
Drew was
Right.
thinking that Tariq was the one who
You
gave
gonna
the
spoil it,
information.
EJ.
Hmm.
That's
EJ
the
is
reason
And
getting
why.
you
ready.
know that freaking Kane been itching,
EJ must have seen that
child.
episode. She's trying to spoil it for y'all. You
I
getting
just
warmer.
want him to
You getting
No,
warmer. I'm
I,
just
I'm
saying it.
reading the clues. I haven't seen no episodes. It's just that he said that Tariq was the one must have gave it to Poppy and told Monet. So like, and in my mind, in the power universe, there is always going to be strife between, like, they've been too buddy. Monet loves Tariq too much and she wants
hmm,
power.
Yeah.
There's
I
going
agree
to
with
be
EJ,
that.
you gotta chill. You getting you gonna tell
I agree with that.
her.
like, seriously, it's gonna happen. Like, I've been saying it. I said that like a few
Mm.
videos back, that's what that has to happen. Whether it's season 4, 5, whatever, it's gonna happen at some
Can I
point.
ask you a question? So who you think Tejada? What Tejada gonna be beefing with Tariq? I just want to know. Who you think?
Who I think? Who you think, Cassandra?
Yeah.
Who you think would beef with them? What Tejada do you think would beef with them?
Diana.
Ooh.
Cause she went and got that information and now she thinks she knows something that she don't. I
Exactly.
Okay.
think it's Diana. And if she keep digging, she dig down the wrong hole, but I feel like it will be her because she love her poppy.
Okay, Poppy. Poppy this, Poppy
I
that.
don't
I
know.
I think shit, I don't know because I've always said that it was gonna be between Monet and Tariq, and that's just because they love each other so much. And Power just has this thing where they have to pull people apart.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's gonna be them, but I don't know. At the same time, I do see where you're saying Diana is the nosy one. She's the one who
Mm-hmm.
always going to fish for information. She could be the one that, try to put some stuff together that she don't know because they already got all the wrong pieces so far.
Exactly. So that's why I'm hoping Monet stay in her
Yeah,
right
she's
mind.
good for that. Definitely. That's her whole character is digging into stuff, ready to tell somebody about it, but don't really be
The
having the full
wrong.
damn picture.
Right.
So
Mm-mm.
I could kind of see that. I think Kane is one that is expected just because of how he's been since the beginning, but then
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
would probably be too obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Kane was shooting at somebody that was also in that trailer too. And it looked like they was at Monet's, that he was at Monet's house. So clearly he must be still staying there. I don't know. Because he comes out of the
Wow.
house shooting. You can see him coming out of the house shooting. So I don't know, y'all. We gonna see. All I know is that I am ready for next week. I am excited for this. I can't wait to talk to you guys about this. I hope everybody is going to come through. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff planned for that. So hopefully we have a good time. Tamika, what you got going on your channel, ma'am, this week?
What do I have going on? Well, my power recap is up. I did what you should be watching in the self care Saturday yesterday. Tomorrow, I think me, Moochie, and Nita will be doing Yellow Jackets, and then pretty much not really much. I mean, we're gonna try to work some other things out behind the scenes. Keep your notifications on, and we'll let y'all know anything else in between. But I'll be doing my power review once I see it. Of course, this last season finale that'll be up on Friday, and then hopefully I can join a couple of these panels or do some kind of live myself or whatever, because I know we gonna want to talk about all this stuff that's going on.
I'm trying to hit up everybody panel. Whoever asked me to come, I'm coming. I'm coming everybody. So just letting y'all know right
Yeah.
now, I could talk about Power for like Power Book 2 is one of my most favorite power shows.
Mhm.
And then so I just talk about it just to talk about it. That's I don't think it ever gets boring. I think that's what makes it so unique is that everybody has different perspectives about it and everybody
Mhm.
sees it so different. And I love
Yeah.
talking to you guys about it because of the fact that we can have conversations about it. And even if we don't agree about it, it doesn't matter. Like, no, everybody's just telling their perspective and we're just having fun with it. And that's what makes this group so great. And that's what I love about our Discord family, our
Mhm.
the ones that I'm close with, because I don't know everybody
Mm-hmm.
that's inside of it, but the ones that I am close with, we all have that perspective. Everybody sees things differently, but we love to talk about
Mhm.
it. So guys, if you're watching this for the first time, if you're finding my channel, make sure to check out Tamika's Dan channel, check out Brillo's channel, check out Moochie's channel. We all talk about this. We all have panels, and it's going to be different each and every time. I guarantee you, it is
Yeah.
not going to be the same conversation. So definitely make sure that you're subscribed to our channels. My girl Cassandra, y'all, we got to say congratulations. Her son is also graduating, guys. I'm so excited. My nephew is graduating. If you guys do not know, Cassandra is my niece.
Congratulations.
I don't know if I've ever told anybody, but this is my
Oh
niece.
no, I didn't realize
And
that.
yes, this is my niece who has been there for me when I wanted to go live. I was scared to go live, and she was there to help me. And she was like, "I'll go live with you." And we just kind of did this thing. We know what we was doing, but we just jumped into it.
This your, you
And
say that's your
so
niece?
yes, this is my niece. This is my niece. This is my
Oh, okay,
husband's
okay.
niece. So my niece, so
Mhm.
yeah, and her son is graduating. So congratulations to him. We're so excited, so
Congratulations.
happy.
I'm
Yeah.
And then
crying.
guys, I know it's hard, girl. And then also,
And
guys, make
congratulations
sure
to
that
you
you
too.
yes, 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 my baby. He is out of there. Now, y'all make sure that y'all go shop with my girl. Cassandra has an amazing, amazing business. She has a lip gloss business, COVUC.com. She has lipsticks, she has scrubs. I love this lip gloss, y'all. I always keep it right here by my desk all the
Yes.
time. And you see me putting it on
I
all the
bet.
time. So definitely go and check that out, guys. Detroit has started an amazing Discord group that I was talking about. Make sure that you
Uh-huh.
guys
We
go.
got to do something though. We got have you, anybody watch class other than Tamika? You watch Class of '09?
Yes, yes, yes. Me and Moochie
I
was
haven't got a
talking
chance, but
about doing
Tamika said it
something
was
with that.
good.
I'm just waiting for her to get back from her trip, that so we could get
Oh,
the
we need
ball
to go ahead
rolling.
and cover that though, EJ. Like
Yeah.
Tamika and Moochie, man. That's good. Like honestly,
Yes.
that's
If
one of the
y'all
best
not
shows.
watching that, get into it.
Yeah.
It's that's probably the best show on TV right now. And
Mm-hmm.
then go over to Amazon Prime. You know what I mean? They got some shows too.
Yes.
Yeah. Tamika was telling me about Class of '09, and I got to go check
Mm-hmm.
it out because she was saying that it was really good. So, y'all already know I'm always down. What's up,
Yeah. It's
VKJTV?
good.
That's my other big homie right there. If you're not subscribed to
Hey,
VKJ's channel,
vacation.
he's doing big things over there. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. His podcast is launching. I can't remember the exact date. He can drop it in the chat if he's still in here. His podcast is launching. He's going to be having celebrity interviews, interviews with entrepreneurs. It's just going to be just a good vibe. So definitely check that out. What's up, J Will Trap TV? That's another one of our brothers in the Discord. Make sure that you're checking out his channel as well. He definitely has great, dope content as well. Hey, to Marcus, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. So we're
Hit,
about to be up out of
hit that
here.
like button for EJ though, for real. I gotta hit that like button
Right.
because if y'all don't hit that like button, y'all not gonna see the content because YouTube is gonna make sure you don't see it if you don't hit that like button.
He got a
Yeah,
point.
it's really important that y'all hit that like.
That's more
Yeah,
important than donations, to be honest with you, because you can get the
it
Hmm.
is.
donations and nobody like your stuff. Nobody gonna see your content.
Yes.
Exactly. You definitely got to hit the like button. It does something to the algorithm. I don't know what, but
Hmm.
it does something.
It
And so
do.
just hit the like button, show your girl some love,
Hit
definitely.
that like button
So
for
anyway, y'all,
EJ and hit the like button for EJ, Tamika, Lays, whoever. I mean, just hit your like button because if you don't, EJ ain't, she ain't gonna be getting no, 10, she might want to retire off that YouTube money. You
I
gotta,
know that's right.
you
Right.
feel me? Just saying.
Claim it.
that's what's up. But yeah, we got to figure out something that we can do. I'm gonna go check out the class of '09, y'all, and maybe that's something we can all hop
Yeah,
on. We'll talk about it though.
definitely the class of '09. We also trying to do like an overall discussion on Dear Mama. And after next week's episode, the last episode for Love and Death, we trying to do an overall discussion on that. So we
Yeah,
got a couple different things we trying to work on. Just,
yeah,
stay tuned.
Dear Mama
yes,
documentary
yes,
is good, by the way. That's a good
Yes.
yeah.
documentary.
It's a great documentary. Yeah, I've been looking at that. My
We
husband
looking
watches
at
everything that has to do with anything. He just
so
watch everything. So I've looked at
anybody
it.
watch the
Hmm.
Shy? Anybody watch the Shy?
Which one?
The Shy, do y'all watch the Shy?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
I
was
love the
doing
Oh,
shot.
reviews
I
on
read
that
the shot.
before.
Me and Lay's doing that. I mean, even though I feel like the Shaw season it lost me at the season 3, but
Yeah, I
I'm
hope this
invested
is
now,
gonna
so
be
I'm
the
already.
last
I've
season,
been
to be
watching
honest, but I'm
it.
gonna cover it.
Yeah, so we could do
Yeah,
that too, EJ and Tamika. Ain't a
yeah.
lot of people
I do the
feeling
shot.
that.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, I do the shy, and I'm gonna do live after shows of the shy. Especially because I'm kind of on where Tamika's going with this. I feel like they're about to bring the shy to an end. I think it's just but we'll have
I
another
won't be surprised if
conversation
they
about
do a
that.
spinoff though. For real, for real.
It would be
They
great for a
might.
spinoff to give
Hmm.
some fresh, some fresh new life to it. But
Yeah.
I did like what what's her name, Lena Lena Waithe said about hearing what people had to say about it. About the
Hmm.
Hmm.
direction that it was going in, because you could see the shift in it, the change, and I still
Yes.
loved it regardless. But and I still rock with it. But I would like to see that element come back to it. I mean, because it's the shy, for crying out loud. So,
Hmm.
Right.
but yeah, so I'm definitely here
Hmm.
for it. So on my
Definitely.
channel, we just did the Charlotte live discussion. So make sure y'all check that out. I'm gonna actually do a couple more videos over Charlotte because I just really loved Queen Charlotte so much. It was a great show. If
Yeah.
Yeah.
you didn't look at it on Netflix, definitely make sure that you check that out. And then I just got my laptop back, so my Ruthless review will be a little bit late, y'all. So, but I'm still gonna do it. We are gonna be going live on this Wednesday. We go live every Wednesday to talk about Ruthless, Vacate J, all things Ruthless, and Ruthless TV as well. So make sure to check that out if that's the show that you're into. And then I'll just be dropping other little stuff. So keep your notifications turned on, guys. And we are about to get up out of here. Thank you to everybody on the panel. I appreciate you guys for coming through and talking power with
Thank
me.
you
And
for
we are out.
Thank you
having
for
me.
having
Thank
us.
you.
Yes.
What time you
Y'all.
go?
Bye, bye.
What time? Peace. What time? No, man.